welcome to the first episode of The Logic Factory. After every episode, we are going to quote a famous philosopher. And today's episode, we're going to talk about the one and only, you guessed it, Senator Bernie Sanders and his possible appeal to emotion logical fallacies. An appeal to emotion logical fallacy is made when a person tries to entice his audience through their emotional reactions rather than making an argument from reason or logic. Such sophistry calls men to abandon their reason for passion, and the consequences left for another day. This is perfectly illustrated on Bernie's recent tweet where he called the latest Republican healthcare bill emotional incendiary words, such as immoral, while his healthcare advisors shared their obviously biased opinions claiming Republicans want people to lose their coverage and that it would cut federal funding by 2027, which should be expected if anything because most government programs are only funded temporarily and then renegotiated afterwards. They also go on further to say that premiums would spike by 20% next year while still admitting that the Affordable Care Act would pretty much still be in effect until 2026. Once you have a firm grasp on what an appeal to emotion logical fallacy is, it isn't hard to see that it is Bernie Sanders' standard operating procedure when it comes to his debate tactics, that and a string of other logically fallacious arguments. In a recent Facebook post, the senator went on a tear-inducing rant about the cruelty of the Sith Lord Republicans over an article written by the LA Times. Digging a little bit more, and I found another article by the LA Times that happened to mention a Republican doctor who is running for office in California. He says that he supports the bill and calls it a major step in the right direction. Veltmeyer praised the proposal to use block grants to states to fund healthcare, saying it allows states the flexibility to run their own healthcare systems and that the repeal of Obamacare's individual mandate would help create jobs. I think I would have to take the word of a doctor reading the healthcare bill over that of a journalist. Sanders is known to appeal to emotion on more than just single-payer healthcare. Here in this recent Twitter post, he's talking about how disgraceful it is that people have due process even if they're accused of rape. Sanders' triggering rhetoric tends to make people feel like they're being victimized, which is one of the things that I find the most upsetting. He tends to cause people to feel like they are being attacked, and this makes them villainize and dehumanize their political opponents, even causing people to be violent against people that they presume are aggressing and not allowing them to escape their dark, bleak worlds that the socialist Sanders claims to free them from, causing people to rampage on the streets, looting and burning, and also beating to bloody pulps anyone who disagrees with their agenda while tossing wild, baseless assertions and ad hominems in their direction. Looking at Sanders' rhetoric, the past violence of the several months may be more attributed to Sanders' loss than Hillary's, because it seems the liberals are more upset that Sanders lost and then Hillary lost. Signing out for The Logic Factory, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the art of government is to make 2/3 of a nation pay all it possibly can for the benefit of the other third. Good night.